Hey, it's Steve here, and today I'm bringing you a deck profile of my Shaddoll Hero deck. It was recently requested that I make a deck profile for this, so I am releasing the deck profile. Anyway, just to get started on the deck profile, I run 1 Elemental Hero Wildheart, 2 Blaze Man, 3 Shadow Mist, 2 Bubble Man, 3 Neos Alias, 2 Shaddoll Beasts, 3 Shaddoll Dragons, 2 Shaddoll Squamatas, 2 Shaddoll Falcos, 2 Shaddoll Hedgehogs. I run 1 Black Cloak Soldier and 2 Summoner Monks. For monsters, spell cards, I run 3 Shaddoll Fusions, 2 Emergency Calls, 3 Miracle Fusions, 3 Mass Changes, 2 Mass Change Seconds, 2 Polymerizations, and then that's it for the main deck. Anyway, for the extra deck, I run 2 Shaddoll Constructs, 2 Shaddoll Windows, 2 Masked Hero Acids, 1 Masked Hero Koga, 1 Shining, 2 Zeros, 1 Anki, 2 Dark Claws, 1 Castell, and 1 Excalibur. Anyway, let's go over some of the choices in my deck. I run the 1 Wildheart because sometimes your opponent's open, but they have back row, and you just need to hit them for 15 or something. He's kind of good in that sense. I used to run Shekanaga in this build though, which is one of the main reasons why he was actually in this deck. But I just kept him in there after taking Shekanaga out because he can be good going for games sometimes. I only run 2 Blazemen, as I only run 2 Polys. The Blazemen are good for searching Polys, but even if you wanted to, say, run a different build of this deck by taking out the polymerizations and the miracle fusions, and then you just run the masked heroes, he's still good in the deck that he can become any attribute by sending a hero from your deck. So Blazeman's still a pretty good staple in the deck. The 3 Shadow Mists are pretty much a staple. They're the new Stratos, but Stratos being banned in the TCG. They're your searcher for both the mass changes and the elemental heroes. I run 2 Bubble Man. Because it's good, you need a auto target for the zeros and the acids, and Bowman's the best choice over Ocean because I don't run that many XYZs, but he's still good for going into the XYZs if you need to go into XYZs, and if you don't need to go into XYZs, you go into Zero or you go into Acid. If you can't go into Zero, and then I run the 3 aliases because he's the light of the deck for the Shaddoll Construct Fusions, and then he's also used for the Koga. I run 2 Shaddoll Beasts. Draw consistency, he just lets you draw a card. Overall, why I run Beast. Pretty much the only reason why I run 2 Falcos. Falco brings back Beast to draw more cards. I do run Synchro, so other than bringing back Beast or Hedgehog or whatever you need, Falco isn't really needed in this deck. I won 3 dragons over MSTs, although alternatively you could run 2 dragons and 2 MSTs if you wanted to in this deck. But I run the 3 dragons for back row destruction, 2 Squamatas for deck thinning. Then I explained why I ran the 2 Falcos, 2 Hedgehogs for searching Shaddolls if you need Shaddolls in hand, or searching the Shaddoll Fusion if you don't already have it in hand. 1 Black Cloak Soldier, overall just a good card. Good, best to run at least 1 if you can summon him. 2 Summoner Monk. The reason I run Summoner Monk is you can use him to special summon Shadow Mist, and that gets you your mass change. Also, he is a mass change second target like the Shaddolls, so you can use him for Dark Claw if you're not using him to XYZ summon. 3 Shaddoll Fusions, they're the main fusion card for the Shaddoll monsters I have in my extra deck. They send cards straight from the deck to the grave, including, if you go for Winda, you can send Elemental Hero's Shadow Mist to the grave, along with any other Shaddoll, like Beast. Then you get a Search a Hero, and you get a Draw a card. 2 E-Call, just to search Elemental Heroes, I run this over Reinforcements of the Army. They're pretty much the same thing. Neither card can search a Shaddoll, so this is just for searching the heroes. 3 Miracle Fusion because I feel in this deck Miracle Fusion is best ran Alternatively, I would say 2 Miracle Fusions would be best for consistency rise. I run 3 because drawing Miracle Fusion late game when you're about to lose and you just go into a 0 or a Shining, it really helps. And then just to combo on with Miracle Fusion, the mask changes. Dark Law is an extremely solid card, and that is one of the best cards to pull out with mask change. Alternatively, though, you could Miracle Fusion 0 and then a mask change into Acid pretty much destroys your opponent's entire field if they can't answer. If they can't destroy your... If they can't negate the summon of your Acid, that's pretty much it. They lose their field. And then mask change second. Run 2 of these, only 2, because you have to discard. So you're going minus in the hand as it is. But it's good because you could turn your Shaddolls into Dark Laws or Mass Terror Anki. But keep in mind, in case you didn't know, Shaddolls won't gain their effect from being discarded by this card. So I wouldn't just use it to discard a beast to try to draw. 2 Memorizations, search out with Blazeman. Since Shaddolls don't need Shaddoll Fusion to be fusion summoned, if you have to and you're in the situation that you just want to go for Rinda, you could Polymerization Shaddolls in your hand for it. For instance, if you had, let's say, Beast and Shadow Mist in hand, you could poly for a Winda, and you really don't even go minus in hand because you get a Searcher Hero, and you get a draw card, so you're getting back 2 monsters you lose. So that's why I run the poly. Also, one of the points of my decks were to pull out El Shaddoll Winda with Dark Law really fast. Which the polys helped in fusion summoning Winda, and then just need a mask change and you would have your Dark Law Winda. Now, if you haven't played against a deck that summoned Winda and Dark Law on you at the same time, and you don't have a right Geku or something get over the Dark Law, it is really hard to get over that play. Especially if, like, your way over it is a back row, a non-trainable back row, like, let's say Mirror Force or Dimensional Prison, and your opponent can just go Acid with Bubble Man, and you lose your back row. This can be a pretty hard thing to get over. So, that's why I run the Winda Dark Law combination. I run the 1 Koga because Koga can overall just be a good card for just getting over things. Since you can banish any hero in your grave, and lower monsters attack, he can get over really strong monsters. Alternatively, I run the Heroic Champion Excalibur to get over problem cards that like you wouldn't normally be able to get over. The best example of this is Oppo Clifford Killer. Since, well actually he's Towers in the TCG now, but that aside, yeah, he gets over Towers, and he gets over any other problem cards you would have trouble getting over with Killer, with Koga. Or if you couldn't go Koga, you could at least go Excalibur. And Excalibur in the grave is a Miracle Fusion target for Shining. And Shining's a Mass Change target for, of course, Koga. Then Acid is... I feel Acid is essential in this deck because, without Heavy Storm, back row has been a lot more dominant. A little less now, to be honest, but it's still really good to get rid of your opponent's entire backfield. Then, yeah, the zeros were for field popping, and then the last card I want to discuss in the deck is Anki, and that is because he recently came out and I recently added him into this deck. He's overall just good. You destroy a monster, you get a mass change. You can mass change him into Dark Law. This can be to go for game. He can attack directly for 1400. So he's a card that can create very basic plays to get you the win. Then the cards I have down here in the side deck are just cards I want to explain. El Shaddoll Fusion is a card you could run in this deck over something like Polymerization. So that way you had the quick play Shaddoll Fusion card that would let you toss monsters from your hand to the grave during your opponent's turn, or you could window your opponent on their turn. Because heroes are a really popular deck right now, on Dev Pro at least. Don't know about real life, but if your opponent summons Summoner Monk and they discard that spell card, you can El Shaddoll Fusion your monsters. Winda, they were special summon. They can't special summon anymore that turn. Although they will probably Dark Claw you on their turn, but it prevents an XYZ play. And then Dark Claw can be gotten over with something like Construct, or you can mass change into Anki, whatever you needed. Then I have Noble Master down here. If you want to run it more fusion based, kind of like how I have my current deck, you can run Noble Master as a Miracle Fusion target if you have Blaze Man's engraved. And then the last card, Form Change. I didn't originally run this card in my deck because it was a very inconsistent card to me. But with Anki, it's an easy attack over monster and form change into Acid or Koga, and it does a lot of things. Other alternative things you can run. Let's say you didn't run the Miracle Fusions and these, and you took out the fusions. You could run more XYZs, or you could run more of the Shaddoll fusion monsters. Overall, that is my deck profile. I hope you enjoy the deck profile. This is Yuusha Steve signing out.